What's good, everybody? Once again, this is SilentMode, maker, artist, and LEGO Enthusiast. And surprisingly, we're joined by Owen, aka Cosmic Brick Studios. How you doing, Owen?
Owen's Brick Studios.
Owen's Brick Studios, beg your pardon.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well.
Got Alexandria in the chat, arriving nice and early. How you doing, Alexandria? So, as advertised, I have done a really crazy thing and bought some more GoBricks parts from AliExpress. I bought 3 kilos worth, and I'm just going to go through them really quickly on the stream and see what I've got this time. And what will you be doing, Owen?
I'm possibly going to be sorting one-by-ones.
Okay.
Looking for one-by-ones and sorting them into these orange drawers.
Okay. That's pretty cool. That's a nice storage unit you've got there.
Yeah, I know it's difficult to see because it's portrait.
Don't worry about that for now. Let's get started.
See what I can do, though.
So,
I can fiddle around with my tripod so it can lower it a bit more.
okay. Alexandria says hi to you.
Oh, hello, Alex. I'm doing well.
Listen, as always, I appreciate everybody who joins in, even just to watch the live stream. Always appreciate it. So I'm just going to take a very brief look at the bags I got this time. It seems to be a very mixed assortment. Maybe some duplicate bags. These are all numbered 1 for some reason. And yeah, some of them are dirty. These are, as a reminder, these came from the factory floor, basically.
Really?
Yeah, that's why they've been sold in bulk like this. Hello there, One Brick. Thanks for stopping by.
It's not very presentable, is it?
It isn't, but it's I don't know if you could imagine Lego doing a similar.
Yeah. Oh, would you look at that? Owen's Brick Studio just sent £5 to SilentMode.
Well, I wonder who that is.
Yeah, I wonder who that is too.
Thank you very much, Owen. As is customary, something I introduced this year, everybody who sends a donation gets to choose a colored duck to put in my box.
Dougie!
All right, so I made a whole bunch of them here. Now, if Owen's Brick Studios is in the chat, let me know which one you want me to put in. I should really have all the colors out here, which I actually do. I've got a smaller bag here. These are all the colors I have.
Okay.
Oh gosh, I've got to answer the doorbell as well. So you keep these guys busy.
Sure.
While I answer the door.
Sure. What colored duck? Good question. It's quite a bit of variation there. I think I might go for the blue duck. Or the turquoise colored duck. Sorry. Yeah, possibly. So, how's everybody doing today? Hope everyone's doing well.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. So, I think I'm going to go with the turquoise duck.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Owen.
No problem.
All right, for those who don't know, I'll just show you really quickly. I made this box. Can't remember when I made it actually, but you know, Foggy Moggy has a box like this. Never Too Old has one like this as well. I designed this one myself. But that's where all the donation ducks go.
That's quite cool.
Thank you. All right, so where were we?
We were talking about how they use flawed Lego.
Oh yes, it does actually say in the listing on AliExpress that some of these parts may not be up to scratch. If you saw the previous GoBricks live stream I did, there are some parts that were actually broken or malformed or whatever the word is. But at the same time, it allows me to get these parts fairly cheaply.
Yeah.
And if Lego were to offer these kinds of bags, which they really should, they probably do the same thing.
You know, they would do that, but I don't think they would at the same time, because if they're rare pieces and they've been miscolored in any way, they're going to be worth tons eventually.
Oh, that's true. That is true. So Alexandria, unfortunately, is under the weather today, and you noted that quite a few people are under the weather. I have a little bit of a sore throat, actually, but I'm generally okay.
Don't forget the spinach, Alexandria.
Oh yeah, this is a great opportunity to have your vitamins and all kinds of healthy things. See, this bag has a few minifigures in it. That should be an interesting one. So it looks as if your collection of parts is all, or almost all grey.
Oh, for what I've sorted, yeah. Obviously, models like this are pure grey.
Oh yeah, let's take a close up of that one.
It'd be nice if the camera would be able to go landscape, but I'm having issues with that through Talk Studio. But this is the real version of the hover tank, inspired from the set, but totally more inspired. And it's got a transporter at the back for the aliens. Crazy amount of detail compared to the set. I've got this piece at the front that once you open, you can sit the driver inside.
Ooh.
Fairly smart. And then you can even put a little watcher at the top.
My goodness, that's awesome.
But the difference between this and the set is I added handles onto the sides, so it's easier to open.
Excellent. That's a nice little detail that I think quite a few people would miss.
Yeah, I also took off the turrets on the side and replaced it with more detail.
Okay.
As I feel as if it doesn't need it, as it's got two turrets at the front, so they're not exactly needed on the side.
Well, I think you've done an amazing job there.
Then I've got this alien figure here with his tentacle arms.
All right, how many figures does this vehicle hold?
7 figures, I think.
7 figures.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Perhaps I should improve it so I could fit 2 more.
Well, you could if you wanted to. I think 7 is plenty, though.
Yeah, especially for a transporter
Yeah.
transporter tank. I think 7 is pretty great.
All right.
But yeah.
Never Too Old is in the building, as is evidenced here. How's it going, Never Too Old?
Let's see if Michael can recognize me.
So yeah, for those who just joined in, I've gone crazy again and bought some more GoBricks because I'm an idiot. But no, I like these. I like the concepts of mystery boxes or mystery bags, so I just couldn't help it.
Can we turn this into a competition?
Oh yeah?
Okay. I'll show you how much Lego actually needs sorting. So there's this. The first box. Let's put that sideways. Right. There's about 20 litres in this box.
Okay.
20 to 30 litres of Lego, so I think that's around 10 kilos. Not going to fit. Nope. I'm going to have to put it this way. What else needs sorting? We've got this, which is about 1.5 kilos. So 11 and a bit kilos. And then, if I'm going to take a wander across my room, I'll find even more.
Okay, so you got a lot of Lego there.
Just give me a second.
All right, so in total, I've got 3 kilos of GoBricks.
Then I've got that. That needs sorting, which is probably another 10 kilos.
Mm.
Then I've got another box here, I think. And I've got another kilo here.
Okay. Okay, so what is the competition?
I'm going to see who's going to get more episodes in sorting streams.
Ah, well, we'd have to set some parameters, wouldn't we?
Yeah, so we would have to do the length as well, wouldn't we?
Yeah, that's a consideration if it's about the number of streams.
Yeah.
I mean, I usually go for up to an hour on my live streams.
I tend to go around 2 hours. So possibly if you're going to do one stream, I'll miss one out. So then you can do your second one.
Well, I think if it is a competition, the more important thing is we got to sort the same amounts of parts.
Yeah. So I'd have to weigh. I would have to weigh the bulk.
Well, we'd have to decide on the total weight, and then I guess see what happens.
Yeah, I'll work from there.
All right, so let me take this camera off the tripod and show you guys the extent.
I mean, that is a lot.
It's quite a few bags. You'll notice they're all numbered 1, and I'm guessing that's because they packed them in the same bags.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to be searching in this one for the grey parts I'm looking for.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that will be fun.
Yeah. Hopefully I don't make too much noise.
All right. So I'm not going to bore everyone. I'm just going to go through one of these bags tonight because there's a lot to go through. This is 3 kilos worth, as in 2 lots of 1.5 kilos. And of course, I'm interested in this bag, which has some minifigures in it.
Yeah, I'm quite interested too to see what minifigures they are.
Now, they may not be complete ones because these are some of these parts are discarded from the factory. Some of them, as you saw in the last live stream, may not be particularly good. But this is the beauty of mystery bags. We don't know what we're going to get.
Yeah, I won't be starting my sorting streams until the 2nd of March.
Okay. Any particular reason for the dates?
Yeah, I've got a lot I need to do this month.
Fair enough.
Including trying to save money for
Yeah.
possibly a PC.
Okay.
Because I want to start using. Just give me a second. What's this app called? I think it's Lumia. Yeah, Lumia Streamlink. And you need PC for it. And as well as that, for me in order to create instructions for all my mods, I'm wanting to do digital instructions through Bricklink Studio.
I see. Yeah, I see. This is an example of a piece that you might get. This one has been damaged somehow, but there may actually be some value in these.
Are they possible to use?
I think this one might be. Well, just about.
I mean, I think 80% of it should be fine to use, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think, well, do I have the bag here? Yes. So I had 1.5 kilos last time, and these are pretty much the extent of the damaged parts I had.
That's not too bad from a kilo.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't, from first indications, I don't think they're ripping you off. But as long as you understand what you're getting, that's the main thing.
Yeah, I guess it's very similar to how I buy these, you know?
Yeah.
Pieces may be actually be damaged through children biting it.
Gosh. Look at this faces. This is rather distressing. It's a double-sided hit. I wonder what hairstyle they would have. It turns out I have a couple of these figures.
Oh no.
The twins. Yes, as Alexandria says, they'd be great in construction sites or battle scenes. It depends what I guess it depends what you're building, but there's no shame in making use of less than perfect parts sometimes.
You know, I've got the perfect scenario for those two figures. The one's wearing the nightgown.
Yeah.
It's like bananas and pajamas.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I may have some pairs here. There's another pair.
I have been stream building some of the Speed Champion cars recently.
Yes, you did the Formula 1 cars, didn't you?
Yeah, I've done 2 out of 10 so far. I've done the McLaren and the Red Bull.
Okay.
I can grab them if you like.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
All right, notice that these minifigures have ball joints for the arms, so you can, well, I'd say they're more easy to attach, but you can pose them. Like this, a little bit more expressive.
I'm just going to start with the McLaren. Let's just put that in there a second. So, this is the second out the first that I built. So this is from the second and third stream, which are currently now on private because I've got new plans for the second for when I start streaming.
Okay.
These building streams were like warm-up streams.
Very well.
To see how the YouTube short streams would go. And I think they're going extremely well for me. But yeah, I love the amount of detail that's in this McLaren Formula 1 car. It was a pain in the backside to put together because the amount of stickers.
Yeah, the stickers, that's where the detail comes.
Yeah.
From.
And some of it is extremely unsturdy, like these side parts here. They're so unsturdy.
I guess because they were going for accuracy rather than stability.
Yeah, I get that. And these, I think some of these were 18 plus, so it would explain it to be overlooked, for the set to be created more for look than
Yeah, I guess so.
playable.
I guess so because they're the kind of sets that people would buy display solutions for.
Yeah, pieces like this on the side, extremely unsturdy.
Mm.
I couldn't treat it like a Hot Wheels car and drive it along the floor.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah. I mean, if I was in a certain mood, I probably would, but it's not often I get in that type of mood. But yeah, this is the Red Bull one. I found out they both have the same amount of stickers.
Okay, that's really convenient for Lego.
Yeah, they both have the same amount of stickers. I think it was like 20-something stickers each, which is insane.
But then I would guess that the other Formula One cars in the series would have the same number of stickers as well.
Yeah, you'd like to think so. Because the McLaren and the Red Bull car are not, they don't match up with the numbers. So it can't just be coincidence that I've just picked two random cars from the Formula One selection.
Yeah.
And ended up with the same amount of stickers.
Yeah, I would guess that they all have the same number of stickers.
Yeah. So with this one, the unsturdiness of the car is underneath, believe it or not.
Underneath?
Yeah, so if there's any pressure underneath, it's gonna, it's gonna dismantle.
Oh.
It's extremely delicate. What they could have done is just purely plated underneath.
But again, it goes back to the accuracy of the F1 car.
Yeah, true. I mean, you can see here that the pieces are going to be unsteady, like this piece here.
I see that. Yeah,
it's going to be extremely unsteady, as you can see.
You can already see it coming apart.
Yeah, but they look amazing on the shelf. You can't see the unsturdiness from a distance.
Well, yeah, they're obviously designed to not play around with them, just to show on the wall or something.
Yeah.
Okay, these are the figures that I found so far in this bag. I think only these ones have both arms. Some have, well, most of them just have one arm. And coincidentally, all the same arm is missing. But that's okay. There may be some kind of theme from this. I don't know.
It looks like ninjas.
I would guess that these are Japanese themes. They may be from a TV show or something. Who knows?
Yeah. My birthday's coming up soon as well.
When's your birthday?
May 20th.
Okay. May the 20th.
It's about a month and a half away, isn't it? February, March, April, May. 2.5.
Yeah, more than just over a couple of months away.
Yeah. It's only about 9.5 months, I think.
So I'm actually curious to see what's in another bag. So I'm going to, I don't know, maybe start trying to separate some of these bits. I'm interested in these double-sided plates. I started a small collection of them, and then I'll put the rest in just a typical Ziploc bag.
Yeah, I think I own a few of those from Mega Bloks.
Yes, they are quite common outside of Lego.
Yeah, maybe that's one of the main reasons why they made the piece.
Yeah, it could be in reverse as well, that because other brands have made that parts, Lego won't make that parts.
Yeah, I mean, Lego has created the round stud, double-sided,
Yeah.
with the hole in, so you can stick a rod inside.
Double-sided.
Yeah. You know, like the piece you just had. It's like that, but with the circular 1x1s.
Okay, I didn't know that Lego made a double-sided one.
Yeah, for like these pieces here.
Oh yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't aware that Lego made those. I know that they do exist with other brands.
Yeah, but I've never seen the 1x2 plates.
Yeah, I mean, I think most people would agree that having double-sided plates would have been a game changer if they were actual Lego elements.
For detail, yeah, 100%.
Managed to find one of the arms for one of the characters, although I think it is the same one that's on the figure. Doesn't matter.
So it's just like random pieces. It's not like from a set or anything.
I think some of these would be from sets,
Yeah,
but for the most part, they're going to be random.
yeah,
All right. I think this is an example of the double-sided round plates.
yeah. That's basically what Lego have created in black and in light grey, I think.
I'd have to look that up. I don't remember, or I haven't seen Lego do a part like that.
So I can save you a job. I can take
Sure.
a look.
Although I'd have to ask, if they have, then why now?
Oh, they've been out for years.
Well, I know there've been prototypes of such parts, but I've never seen them actually release a part like that. We've got SilentBricks in the house. How you doing, Phil, sir? The ASMR goats. I'm also looking for these pieces as well because they're used to hold. Let me see if I can reach over without showing my face. They used to hold these two halves of a ball together. This is the first prototype, so it's a loose connection.
Yeah. I may actually be incorrect. But I'm sure I used to own a load of them from a set. It was in the collection I had when I was younger. Collection I no longer own.
Yeah, I'd highly suspect then that it's a third party parts.
Yeah. But I practically strictly just bought official Lego and the Wilco sets. So it could be
Okay,
the Wilco sets.
possibly. Okay, this is in a very nice looking ingot piece in gold.
Is that proper gold?
Well, not actual gold, but it's a nice shiny gold.
Yeah, I think you know what I meant.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I hope.
Just imagine finding an actual gold Lego piece in one of these, and how much it would get on eBay or something.
Well, if you found a load of them, you could make a chain.
That would make a very interesting display.
Yeah, you know, like
I mean,
using the ingots
yeah.
or a bracelet. That would be quite cool, I think.
Got this printed piece here. It could be part of a pathway, or it could be part of a dinosaur or something. You have this piece as well. I'm pretty sure this is meant to be part of a large creature. Let me speed this up.
Yeah, so if you actually like these drawers, they're £30 on Amazon.
Not bad. Not bad
Yeah.
at all. And are they good quality?
The little nibs here, I've had a few on this unit snap off. They've got nibs just under the square where the drawer inserts.
Yeah.
Like a little catch to stop the drawer from sliding all the way through.
I see.
Like this. Give me
Yeah.
a second and demonstrate. So where they slide through like that.
I see. And those broke off.
Yeah. I would say it's quite cheap plastic, honestly. But they do the job if it's looked after.
Yeah.
I had to move these around 15 miles. So the rattling alone, I think, is what caused it.
I guess it really depends what you use it for.
Yeah. I mean, I think they were originally created for screws and things like that.
Yeah, typically they're used for what you call hardware. So screws, bolts, sometimes for electronic components as well.
Yeah. And what I like to call bullets. I don't mean gun bullets. They
Not
look
literal
like gun
bullets.
but they're the things they put into the wall.
Yes.
I can't remember the name of them. Sockets, I think. Screw socket.
Yeah, I think I understand what you mean.
That's going to bug me. I think I need to find out what they're actually called.
Oh dear.
Wall plug. That's what it is.
Okay.
Screw plugs. Yes, screw plug. That's it.
Okay, so you put them into the wall. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You put those into the wall so you can put screws inside them.
Yeah. So when you hang up like a TV bracket or even a photo or something,
Yeah.
if it stops the screws from coming out.
But it can also protect the wall as well.
Yeah. Stops the hole from getting bigger with hot and cold weather, I guess.
Something like that. Oh, I think.
Yeah.
Nice translucent. I guess this would be brown. You won't see this in Lego.
Hey, SilentBricks, how's it going?
That's right. SilentBricks is here. Also, really appreciate people being here, looking at us going through parts.
Yep. Quite enjoyable, to be honest with you. I'm finding it quite relaxing.
I don't know about anybody else, but I do find part sorting quite addictive sometimes.
Yeah, I always find I like to do it late at night. It helps me switch off, ready to go to bed.
Never thought about it like that, but that does make sense. Oh, SilentBricks has got some coffee. I haven't had coffee in 10 days.
Oh no.
It's good and bad. It's part of a challenge I've been doing to not have coffee, because I usually have 1 or 2 cups a day. and I haven't really noticed much of a difference, to be absolutely honest, but I do miss the taste of coffee.
Yeah.
So I think at some point this week, I'm going to treat myself to a cup.
As a treat, of course.
Well, I think I'd like to make it 2 weeks without having a cup of coffee, and then I'll just go to town.
Oh, I don't know what that means. Do you mean like legitimately go to like a coffee?
I mean, what I mean by going to town, I mean just go crazy having as much coffee as I want, which probably won't be that much anyway.
Yeah.
If Alexandria has coffee as well, coffee crew, stand up.
I drink Law coffee. I don't know if you know what that is.
What's that?
Law, coffee brand.
Law.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that brand.
Sure, I'll show you. It's like £8 a jar, but it's really good coffee. I think all coffee this day and age is really expensive.
Yeah, well, you can see it in the coffee shops how much they charge for a simple coffee.
You ever seen this coffee?
Oh, Law, yes.
Yeah, this is the one I'm addicted to, unfortunately.
Okay.
I would love to travel to somewhere like Brazil for where their coffee is going to be fresh.
That would be a nice experience.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I don't believe we have mocha cookie crumbles over here, but we have some other, in quotes, nice things at Starbucks. Ridiculously expensive, nice things, but nice things nonetheless.
To be fair, that does sound good. A mocha cookie crumble.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah.
Just remember they don't make anything on premises.
What? What do you mean?
They don't make the pastries and things in the shop. They have them stored in the back somewhere.
Yeah, they get them like boxed in, don't they?
Yeah.
The same with McDonald's.
Well, that's a given.
Yeah, of course
We've
it is.
got a flesh-colored paintbrush. That's an interesting piece.
Because you never see somebody in McDonald's complaining that they're cutting up too little fries or too many fries from a potato.
I've never seen them actually prepare anything in McDonald's, at least not recently. There was a time when if you're lucky enough to go there for breakfast, there was a time when they actually made the pancakes in the store. But now everything's in trays and they just use tongs and put things together using tongs.
Yeah, it's all instant food. Like they do just deep fry.
I have no idea what goes on in there. Unfortunately, it doesn't stop me going sometimes.
To be fair, the only reason I tend to go to McDonald's is for the frappuccino.
Okay.
You know, like the caramel or strawberry cream frappuccino.
All right. So I was hoping to actually have another arm for this figure, but we have 4 left arms for this one.
Perhaps he's mutated.
This one is missing his right arm. Oh, and we have a left arm.
These are all my nicely sorted studs, transparent studs.
They look nice.
Compared to hand size, I'd say it's fairly big.
Yeah, it's not bad.
but they look nice in
Not
the
bad.
back. What I was thinking is about putting these inside of a balloon, right? And using it as a stress ball, perhaps, or a fidget toy.
There's an idea.
Even though it'll look as if I'm carrying a sack filled with studs, it can still be used as a fidget toy.
Well, give that a try. You could just find yourself a balloon, maybe a water balloon or something like that, and I think you have enough of the studs there to experiment with.
Yeah. Because I used to have an addiction to making Lego fidget toys.
I actually made an attempt at designing my own fidget toy once and got lazy and didn't continue.
Yeah. So if you've got a load of these hinges and a load of
Yeah.
inverted brackets, you can create a infinity cube.
Yes, I've seen those.
Yeah. Which I think are really cool. But you can also use Technic pieces, which is more complex. Because you need to be a professional collector or have a collecting addiction to be able to probably have the pieces.
Well, you could, no pun intended, but technically you could order them as well. Unless they're older pieces, then you may have a problem.
Yeah, there is that. I mean, it'd be quite expensive, I think.
It would be.
Because you would be ordering the pieces, and on top of that, you'd be paying delivery
For the
things like that.
postage. Yeah. And if you're unlucky to where you have to order parts from the States, you got those nice tariffs as well.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find some more figures or figure parts of these bags.
Now I wonder who's been cutting off all the arms of these figures.
You know who it was? I very highly suspect it was that Lynx.
Yeah. Who's been removing all the arms from the... It's like asking who stole the cookie out of the cookie jar.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, when the cookie is concerned, obviously it's me.
I guess everybody has their thing to steal.
Yeah. Can't leave one single cookie around me without it getting eaten.
Exactly, Alexandria. They must have been holding bacon.
Yeah. Maybe Lynx took too much of a bite.
Just how mean do you have to be to snatch a figure's arm clean off? Just because it's holding bacon.
I know. You'll never guess who's currently live.
I have no idea.
The vegan teacher.
The vegan teacher? Who's that?
You've never heard of the vegan teacher?
Nope.
Wow.
I'm not vegan.
I know, but like everyone knows who the vegan teacher is. He was on BBC for a while trying to torment meat eaters.
Okay, that's why I don't know who that is.
Yeah, trying to go around saying everyone should become vegan because we're innocent animals.
Well, the best way to respond to people like that is to have a nice, thick, juicy steak right in their face.
Yeah, I mean, people have tried doing that, but he doesn't feel any happier or any more sad.
Well, it shouldn't be with the aim of making somebody miserable.
Yeah, Alexandria is a carnivore.
Got me concerned now.
What?
No, got me kind of concerned. But no, I'm kidding. I like my meat. I do like vegetables, but I like my meat.
Yeah, I'd be slightly more concerned if she said she was a cannibal.
Cannibal.
Yeah. Where you eat the same animal species.
Yes. And then the question would be, which part does she eat first? My goodness, how's it going, Tristan?
Hey, Tristan, how's it going? Been a while.
How have you been, sir? Yeah, for those who have just dropped in and are wondering what the heck is going on here, I'm looking through these bags of GoBricks parts, fresh from China. And Owen here is sorting through his collection, looking for grey parts.
I feel like all the little 1x1 pieces I'm looking for are going to be right at the bottom of the box.
Yep, that's where they usually end up.
Yeah. So what I might do is grab a container and just scoop the top layer. I think that's the most logical thing I can do instead of just digging through the bin looking for all the pieces. The thing is, I'm going to have to empty a container.
Yeah, well, I used to have one of those. Well, I still have one of those minifigure head containers, which has a sieve, and the idea is that it sifts the smaller parts to the bottom, and then the larger parts stay on the top.
Thanks a lot.
It's way too small, though.
You've just given me the perfect idea.
Yeah, it looks something like that. But yes, Tristan, we got to start seeing some of your things, your builds. Tristan's building castles now.
All right, just give me a second. I don't want to be making too much noise.
No problem. Just trying to decide which bag to open next. So, folks, pick a number between 1 and 5.
I say 3.
Owen says 3. Okay, Alexandria says 4. Tristan says 2. We need a tiebreaker. I saw that Minecraft hit. Okay.
Okay, I think that's looking slightly better.
All right, one brick says 4. We're going for 4. That's a slight improvement.
Right. Thanks for helping me remember I own a Lego head.
You forgot?
Yeah, I genuinely forgot I owned one. And it was there right in front of me.
That's okay. Sometimes we forget. I forget quite a few things.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I generally thought there was stuff in it, like bags.
Yeah.
But I was fine to find out that it was empty.
So I still have my large minifigure head at my folks' place. And once upon a time, I used it to store some random collectible minifigures. This is before I was selling them.
Yeah.
But now it's completely empty because I have basically no use for it anymore. And eventually I'm going to try and sell it.
Yeah. Okay. Is your Mr. Gold real?
Yes, it is.
It's not like a third-party brand. It's actual real.
No, if you give me just a second.
Because that's impressive that you've managed to get a Mr. Gold.
So for Tristan's benefits, these bags contain some random parts from GoBricks, ordered from AliExpress, and most of these parts are in good quality, but they came from the factory, and some of them will be discolored, disfigured, generally incomplete, but it's a random selection of parts. And I guess the idea is that it's a way to get parts inexpensively, whether you're a purist or not. And of course, the benefit is that you can find some of these parts which are compatible with Lego in really wild colors.
Is that maybe a good thing? Have you ever thought about it's going to be the wrong sort of color matching?
I personally don't mind.
Yeah. Because I guess if you're after detail, the slight color variation may look as if, oh, so this vehicle is quite old. You know, they might think it's an old vehicle.
Yeah.
I don't mean like the pieces are old. I mean the model itself.
Yeah, it can actually work.
Yeah, you know how you can make something look rusty by using orange and brown pieces?
Yeah. There was actually somebody at, I think it was Bricktastic last year, and they had on display a model where all the parts had been left outside for goodness knows how long. It was actually reminiscent of a model that you'd see at Legoland, for example.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that was a really interesting take on things.
Yeah, I mean, that would be quite interesting to see, honestly.
Okay. So if you give me just a second, I'm going to share my screen because somebody isn't convinced that I have a real Mr. Gold.
I wonder who that is.
I have no idea.
See, I do believe you. I just want to see you.
You're just messing with me.
Gold. I just want to see Mr. Gold, honestly.
All right, so you should see my computer screen right now.
Yeah.
And these are the photos I took back in 2013. And that is me revealing Mr. Gold from one of the minifigure packs, along with two Bumblebee girls, whatever you call those figures.
Wow. Are you able to zoom in? Oh, yes.
So that's how you'd find Mr. Gold in the packet. And that's Mr. Gold with my army of Bumblebee girls.
Army bees.
Yeah. This is back when you could make armies of these figures quite easily and inexpensively.
Yeah. Because it'd be quite common, right?
Yeah. Well, back then you'd have, in a box of 60, you'd have some figures that came in 3s, some that came in 4s, and some that came in 5s.
Yeah. Imagine purchasing a crate of that series and every single figure in the crate was a Mr. Gold.
Well, that person would probably be in trouble.
What for?
They'll have goodness knows how many people after them.
Yeah, probably.
But yes,
Very
I
fun.
I don't know where the photo is, but with the Mr. Gold, you also got a certificate of authenticity, and then
Really?
you got to download the diploma, which I showed there.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, going back to the point that you made about the colors, Tristan makes a very good point about people using the old brown and old gray. I don't know if it's still the case now, but there's usually some demand for parts in those older colors. Oh,
That
yes,
didn't sound too good.
it's okay. Just something minor dropped. I've got some 3D printing going on in the background.
I found a head of a shark figure. I don't know what that's from.
That's oh gosh, I think that's a mini figurehead.
Yeah, it is, I think.
I've forgotten which theme it's from though.
Looks like something I would see in Jaws.
Yeah, I want to say Atlantis, but I don't know.
Yeah. I think I own two of them. I'm sure I've seen his head somewhere else in my collection.
Yeah, I remember Tristan mentions the old paint from Paradisa. I remember that. Very hard to get hold of, I'd imagine now, because it was, if I remember correctly, it was discontinued a while ago.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there are that many parts.
See, I don't mean to cut us short, but I have to go in the next 9 minutes, or within the next 9 minutes.
No problem, sir.
Because I had promised somebody I'm going to support them in a TikTok competition.
I see.
In
Yeah,
other words, feed them up with money so they'll win.
oh dear. Well, hopefully that goes well. But yeah, you got to keep your word and support them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate you joining me on the stream. You made it that much more interesting.
Yeah, no problem. Should do it again sometime. I think it'd be quite enjoyable.
Yeah, I mean, I think I should do the collaboration thing a lot more often.
I think Lynx's stream with yourself went pretty well.
I think so. I think there's a number of factors that contribute to it. But I think for the time being, I just have to get into the habits of doing collaborative streams.
Yeah, I get it. Because I've got reasons for why I don't do collaborative streams anymore.
Yeah, I understand that.
But then I also have reasons for why I could do it, but I don't.
Well, you shouldn't force it. That's what I say.
Yeah, because one of my biggest issues with doing collaborative streams with people is being talked over or causing a debate.
Oh yeah, that's a big thing.
Yeah, having debates with the duo partner.
That's why it's also important who you collaborate with, who you're on a live stream with. And I'll admit there are some people I wouldn't do a collaborative stream with, but I try not to think about that.
You know what? Me too. I don't tend to think about it either. I just enjoy doing streams in general and making YouTube shorts.
Yeah.
Good at.
Yeah, Tristan's offering to do a collaborative stream with you once he's done his Mars mock.
Something I need to show Tristan.
Oh yeah, you two get in contact with each other.
Yeah. Give him a quick preview before I send him images on Discord.
Let's make it nice and big, or as big as we can.
I did do a quick showcase like 20 minutes ago or so, so if you want to go and check that out.
Okay.
But I'll also send you images on Discord.
All right. Excellent.
So that hover tank that's currently on YouTube Shorts is just really a distraction until I get round to posting a short for this.
All right.
I've done that deliberately.
Well, another thing I should be doing is posting shorts and in general, just keeping people updated with what I'm doing. Because there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and I realized that I haven't actually put any of it out.
Also, I also fixed my thumbnail. I don't know how well you can see that. Give me a second.
Got some teapots. Well, I got 2 of these so far.
Tell you what, I'll send you an image of the thumbnail on Discord Silent just after the stream.
Okay.
Because I've fixed the shadowing and some of the alignments with the font. Obviously, I know I've got the aliens and the grey pieces displayed on the thumbnail, but that's more for looks, and it is what I'm going to be sorting.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be sorting bulk, but I wanted a really decent thumbnail for it.
Yeah, you wanted something eye-catching.
Yeah, so people are going to be like, oh, let's check this out. Even though I'm going to be doing short streams, you can still get short streams from seeing the thumbnail.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was good catching up with everyone and yourself, Silent.
Yes, sir. Thank you for joining me on this stream, and I hope you have a great time with supporting your pal.
Thank you.
And
how do I get out of Talk Studio?
Well, you can leave, or I can kick you.
Oh yes, there's a leave button. So anyway, good to see you all. And remember, this is Owen's Brick Studio saying, this is the way of the brick. Bye for now, and I'll see you all in my next live stream.
All right. Thank you very much, Owen.
Yeah, see you later. All
right. Hello there, Ricky Bricks. Oh. Let me click on his actual message. How's it going, Ricky Bricks? Thanks for stopping by, man. Now, as I said in the video description, I took the chance and at least attempted to stream this on Rumble. I haven't actually built a profile on Rumble, so I seriously doubt anybody's going to watch on there, but it's worth a shot. And I did that because I think it's about time I started branching out. I don't think I'm going to get very much exposure on YouTube with the algorithms and everything. So it's probably time to find an audience elsewhere. But I haven't forgotten the audience that I have here. Which Red Technic piece are you referring to, Alexandria? Is it this one? Or perhaps you're referring to this one? The long one with the holes. Yeah, that's a Technic brick. This is I want to say it's a 1x16. Yeah, 1x16, but it's got a little damage there. It could still technically, no pun intended, be used, but I'm going to put this over with the damaged pieces. have a look at this piece as well. I think we've seen this piece before, but this is in translucent brown. Someone may find that useful. Yeah, I think there comes a time when people will start appreciating Technic bricks as opposed to just using regular bricks. For example, thank you again, Owen. Got plain white shields. Could potentially sell this to one unsuspecting Lego fan. This piece as well is quite nice. Owen, would you like to pick another duck? Oh, look at that. We've got a lantern piece here. There you go. Well, in case you don't know Tristan, anytime somebody is generous enough to make a donation, they get to choose one of these. And it goes in here. But I see you referring to the white shields. Yeah, they probably would check it. But if somebody was looking to customize it, I don't think it would be that much of a problem. I guess it just depends on how purist somebody is. How much are the bags? I'd have to double check. You can get different size bags based on weights. So I bought 2 sets of 1.5 kilos because I'm nuts. And I'm just going to have a look at the pricing for those bags. All right. So 1.5 kilos cost me 25. Well, it was 25.79. The prices increased a little bit. But you can get a 250 gram bag for $7.79 not US dollars, Great British pounds. So you could say that it's slightly more expensive than getting Lego at £10 a kilo. But if you consider that you probably won't pay for shipping, it's not a bad, I don't think it's a particularly bad deal. You would be taking a bit of a risk though, because there's no telling what you're going to get. But yes, there is a link to the listing that I used in the description if you are interested. And I'm pretty sure they'll ship to you wherever you are in the world. Okay, just found a minifigure head there. And this piece here, I need quite a few of these because I'm making some more go-karts. Wait a minute. 10. I'm going to assume you mean euros, but 10 euros for 100 grams. That seems a bit much, but I suppose if you go to the factory store in Legoland Munich, it's probably going to amount to that much. How do I know? Because I've been to the Lego factory store in Legoland Munich, and it costs about that much. I always recommend, do not even think of visiting that store unless you have a credit card. But that's beside the point. But yeah, if you could imagine Lego selling their own parts in these random bags, they would be they'll certainly be a lot more expensive, and they probably kick you in the teeth by not giving you insider points either. Okay, this is a 1x12 plate in, I want to say, bright light orange or close enough. I don't think you can get those from Lego. And I've just seen here we got a printed window. Look at that. What does that say? That says, it says welcome. Yeah, I went to Legoland Munich in 2017? No, 2019. Because I was, well, it's another one of those things where I heard about it and I was curious about it, but nobody would really say anything. So I had to go find out for myself. I'd hate to think of how expensive it is now. All right, maybe I could do one more bag if I'm not boring everybody. Let's try this one. I'll make this quick, don't worry. Well, I had actually taken some photos. I'd have to dig them out. And I do remember that I had wanted to make a video about my visit to Legoland Munich. I think that would be a good idea for a video that I could put out. But this goes back to the problem I've been having with not putting things out. I think at some point I'm going to show you guys exactly what's been going on behind the scenes, and mainly to demonstrate that I have been doing things. It's just that for whatever reason I haven't actually shown anybody. It's a nice big piece here. This is a well, I think this is commonly used as part of a cement mixer, but you could repurpose it into the body of a rocket or something. Someone may be quite happy with that. Got a nice gold tile there. Yeah. Printed tile. You know what? I should keep the gold tiles and the printed tiles separate. Yes, I'll actually make a note of that. There we go. Yeah, back in the day as well, Um, one of the best things Lego actually did in some of the stores anyway was sell grab bags of bits they couldn't get rid of on the pad wall. But yeah, unfortunately they stopped doing it a while ago. But that was easily one of my favorite bits of going to the Lego store. They were fun to buy. I'm going to show you a comment on the screen because I can. They were fun to buy, although they could be very hit and miss. Sometimes they use those yellow bags where you can hardly see what's inside them. They got very, very small windows. I don't know if you remember those ones. Sometimes they would have lots of small parts, and then you'd find a really interesting piece or a really valuable piece. Sometimes you just get a whole bunch of 2x4s and parts in not so great colors. Look at that, broken goggles. But it was interesting in that you never really know what you're going to get until you buy it. Well, that was quick, Owen. Yeah, exactly. As the kids would probably say these days, blind bag hype. Probably the best gift anybody can get me is a mystery box or a mystery bag or a blind bag of some kind, because I like the idea of not really knowing what I'm going to get and being surprised. Well, I can state my case, Tristan. I don't know if I can change your minds, but if you recall back when the Friends theme came out, and yes, Owen, you can come back if you like. Back when the Friends theme came out, all we had was lime green. If you were really, really lucky, dark green, but no regular green. And so lime at the time was one of those not so great colors. Unfortunately, a lot of parts that Lego made were in lime green, so couldn't really do much with that. And then in terms of the pad wall, there were a lot of parts, a lot of good parts, but they were in these, for me anyway, colors that were too bright. So there were a lot of oranges, lots of yellows, regular blue, red. Bits I couldn't really use. So that's what I mean by not so great colors. The colors themselves, I mean, I can tolerate lime now. I can tolerate it now, but not in such large quantities. But yeah, Owen, if you still have the link, you should still have the link. You can come back. They can, hang on, let me highlight your comments. They can have some good use cases. I think every color has its use sometimes, just not in, well, apart from black, white, and gray. For me personally, just not every single piece. I'm also making a collection of these Unikitty tails. And that is right, Ricky. I'm not building anything tonight. I should actually start building things, but this is a collection of GoBricks parts that I bought from AliExpress. And I'm just investigating really quickly to see what I have. I personally think, and I don't know if you agree with me, Tristan, that instead of, well, I'm going to say instead of the two colors that Lego's introduced so far this year, we really need another green. And I would vote to bring back medium green from whenever it was. That would be a really nice green to have. Welcome back, Owen.
Yes, hello. That was quicker than I thought, honestly.
Gosh, these young people have no stamina.
What?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, it was like some sort of a TikTok competition thing.
Okay.
So whoever gets the most points in a match wins, and this
Oh,
friend was only doing one match.
Oh, I see. I see.
So all I did was made sure my pal won the match.
Okay, did they win?
Yeah.
All right.
30,000 points.
Nice.
I was a little bit too generous.
Oh. Nothing breaking the bank, I hope.
No. I think I've still got like a good decent left in the Lego budget.
Okay. Just showing you guys a purple carrot.
So while I was watching the TikTok live, I gave this figure some fancy hair.
Hey. That's not bad. So, not me, Owen.
It actually doesn't look too bad, honestly.
Yeah. That's actually a female hairpiece, but that works.
It does, doesn't it?
I think it works.
I don't know. I was just playing around with figure parts. Because I was, without the hairpiece involved, I was trying to modify the Blacktron mutant.
And he gave him the scientist's uniform.
Not this. This one's from Alien Conquest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this came with the large truck that I own.
Right.
It looks like the scientist saucer because it's even got the green splashes on.
Yeah.
But it's got ADU written across the back. So.
Yeah, I remember that figure.
Yeah, it comes with which one? The scientist or the one from Alien Conquest?
The one from Alien Conquest.
Yeah, it's got like a blondish coloured hair. He drives.
Yeah.
He drives like a buggy sort of thing.
Yeah, he has glasses on as well.
Yeah. But yeah, how's the stream going?
Well, I think it's going okay, but then again, I'm biased.
Yeah, it went well until I joined back.
No, it's all good. I think people would rather see me building or something being built than sorting through parts.
No, you're gonna laugh at this. I just found some hamster food inside of this Lego bin.
What was hamster food doing inside of the Lego bin?
I don't know. It gets everywhere. Hamster stuff just gets everywhere.
Oh dear. Well, just make sure the hamster doesn't eat any Lego.
Oh, he's nowhere near the Lego box.
All right.
His food is.
Okay.
May have dropped a piece of food feeding the hamster because I like to pour this out onto the floor.
Possibly. You just be careful, which I'm pretty sure you are anyway.
Yeah. 2 years I've had him. He's never ate anything he shouldn't have. I'm going to try making the longest living hamster in history.
Well, thank you, Tristan, for the compliments. I honestly, I just feel as if I should be doing something more dynamic, in all honesty. But I do get that some people just like listening. Some people may find sorting streams therapeutic.
You know, I like a good mixture.
Yeah.
Because in order to sort, you need to build. And in order to sort, you need to build.
Well, in order to build, you need to sort.
Yeah. In order to sort, you need to
Yes.
build. Because
Yeah.
you run low on pieces. Because why
Yeah.
else would you be sorting if you
Yes,
didn't?
that's true. That's true. And sorting does make things a lot more efficient, I would say.
Yeah. I'd say so. I would say so too. I couldn't imagine trying to build something like my hover tank with pieces just in a box like this.
Mm.
You'd be there for days, probably
Yep.
weeks.
Oh, I'm still there.
Oh,
I do try to sort bits, and I have lots of these Ziploc bags and things, but there is always at least one box of unsorted parts.
yeah. Even if you're new to sorting by the piece, I suggest you probably go from bricks to plates to
Yeah.
tiles.
Yep.
And then clips in a bag, and then Technic pieces in a bag, rather than either sorting by the piece like I do, because it saves on money as well as space.
Yeah.
And a lot of time. And then you could break it down from the pieces that you've sorted, from the tiles to the plates to the bricks, etc.
Yeah, I definitely like that idea, Tristan. I'm pretty sure it's already being done, but the idea of a sort fest, a mini sort fest between different streamers.
I mean, would you class that as the same as collaborations?
Yeah, well, it is. It would be a collaboration.
No, I mean like the term used, like sorting fest.
Yeah, in terms of live streaming, if you're on a stream with somebody else, I would count that as a collaboration.
Yeah. Because I used to sort with Britain bricks.
Yeah.
I used to sort with yourself.
Yeah.
I used to sort with a chip off the old block toys.
Yeah.
I also used to sort with Mayo
Mm-hmm.
at one point. Never to offer bricks.
Yeah.
And a few other people.
Anybody watching, you are more than welcome to this tile. Just let me know in which general direction you're in, and I'll throw it toward you.
Which tile?
This one right here. I've even got two of them.
That looks like a brickhead's tile.
It is indeed. And yes, Alexandria, it's so tempting watching somebody else's stream and you just happen to see a part that you want to try and reach out and grab it, but you can't because they're in another part of the world. Let me move this out of the way. There you go.
Maybe that's Lynx's intention with stealing bacon and Lego pieces. Maybe she sees it and wants it, but she can't have it.
I think she's inventing some kind of time travel thing now, or some way of I don't know, teleporting or something. So she has the ability to steal people's Lego.
Yeah, because she's not here in the stream with us, is she? So she may be working on the machine.
She could be in stealth mode right now.
Perhaps.
But I guess on the good side, if you happen to see a piece being sorted, you can you could probably ask questions. You could do some research as to where that part comes from, and you can purchase it yourself.
You want to see an interesting way to remove a sticker if it's placed on incorrectly?
Yeah, please show us.
Sure. So you want to grab a sticker sheet. It can be any sticker sheet. This one's slightly dirty, but it will still do the job. So you're going to grab the side of the sticker sheet, right?
Yeah.
Then you're just going to slide it under the sticker. And you're just going to run it thinly across the sticker. If this is going to work. I hope it's going to work, because otherwise I'm making myself look stupid. But JDP showed me this technique. I don't think this is going to work. Please don't make me look stupid. It can be done. It can be done.
No, I believe you. I think the idea is that you use the one sticker sheet to grab hold of the other sticker, or the sticker that's on the parts, and then you use that to peel it off.
This is an old sticker, so it wouldn't surprise me if it's legitimately going to be more stuck to the sticker, to the tiles. Sorry.
You just gave me an idea as well. I have a whole bunch of parts that I got to remove stickers from. So
to be fair, I only said that because this is placed incorrectly and I wanted to remove it. But if I want to really want to remove the sticker, I'll just use a brick separator.
That too. But I was thinking, because I have a whole bunch of parts to remove stickers from, I could do a sticker removal stream.
That sounds like chaos.
I would have to give myself a hard time limit, though, because I'd imagine that wouldn't be fun to watch.
That's one way to get rid of your frustrations.
Well, yes, if you do it carefully.
To be fair, I think I'd end up getting extremely frustrated.
Well, I know that some of the stickers can be rather tough to get off, especially the older ones.
Yeah.
All right, Ricky Bricks is asking, what days do you sort?
Who, myself or you?
Well, I guess you can answer first.
I'm going to be sorting on a streaming series starting March the 2nd at 5 p.m. UK time, 12 p.m. Eastern, and 11 a.m. Central.
Dear. Look at this. This is an example of a part that came from the factory floor. It's a little bit dirty, and it's a little bit bent, but it can be worked with. Yeah. So you do most of your streaming at night, don't you, Owen?
Yes, I'm a night owl. I sleep 6 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Oh, wow.
I've been doing that for years.
I don't know if I could ever adapt to that kind of time frame. Got to have my daylights.
I get daylight in the afternoon for when it's dark.
Yeah, just about.
Maybe it's not me looking stupid. It might be the sticker sheet.
It could be.
It might be the sticker sheet. I've got a feeling it is.
Right, so for the benefit of Tristan, I said that, well, I guess Alexandria's laid claims to these tiles, but whoever wants them can have them, because I really don't want them. And I'd even throw them to whoever wants them in their general direction. All right. Tristan also asked, do I have an idea how or from which brand you can get 16 by 16 plates for cheap? My first thought would be going on AliExpress. There are usually various sellers who will sell those kind of plates and different size plates. You may also be able to find them on Amazon, which is very, very similar. That's what I'll be thinking. There may be some toy shops where you live that sell alternative brands, and you could find those size plates there. But yeah, in general, I'd probably say AliExpress because there are a lot of sellers, and you can probably get those plates in colors that you may not be able to find with Lego. I wouldn't use Temu. I've never used Temu.
I make my own 16 by 16 plates using 8 by 8s.
Well, that's another option. You could use 8 by 8 plates.
Yeah, but you would need a bunk load of them, and they're quite expensive.
That's true. You could be very, very lucky and find them on a Pebble, though.
Yeah, they're I think on Bricklink they're a few pounds each, believe it or not.
Oh yeah, that's even before wanting specific colors.
Yeah. Obviously, all different colors are going to be different prices.
So I guess pro tip: don't use Temu.
I find the 8 by 8 plates are more used in Lego City.
8 by 8.
Especially these ones.
Yeah.
I find these are mostly used with the prison sets.
Well, yes. Yeah, that's I'd imagine that part is more suited to more industrial style buildings.
Yeah.
Good news about getting those base plates for free, though. Or base plates. But you wanted the plates, I guess.
Yeah, not the grill. I mean, you could use the most common plate. Or what I find in my collection is the most common plate, and is the 4x4 plate.
Well, Tristan wants the large build surface. That's the only thing. And it's I guess no matter how well you stabilize it, it's not gonna have the same kind of stability as a full-blown 16 by 16 plates.
Yeah, true. See, what I find of using big plates like that and not building them man-made plates, like larger plates, is even the 48 by 48 base plates, they bend.
Yes, they do.
They need to have weight on them on the top. You need to have a few layers of bricks in order for it to not to bend.
Well, in general, I don't use base plates anymore, if I can help it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more of a vehicle builder, but I am looking at starting buildings.
Someone took a bite out of this.
Where's that Lynx?
Exactly. Somebody told her this was bacon.
No, I think it smells like bacon.
Nah.
Is that like a Speed Champions foundation?
Yeah, this is a vehicle base. Well, half of a vehicle base.
Yeah, they've had a nasty crash. That's a write-off for sure.
Yeah, well, I think this one, it didn't come out of the mold properly. So that's why these bits are curved, and you can see the molten plastic there. Yeah. But somebody could actually use this, perhaps.
They could, for a legitimately written-off vehicle.
Yeah.
Could stick it on a truck.
I think that would be really interesting.
You know, like on the back of a truck?
Yeah.
Where it's going to look as if the car's all being bashed in and things like that.
Yeah. That would work.
Yeah.
But yes, I would say in general, I personally would not use a base plates to build. Well, I may use a base plate if I knew I was going to be restricted to that size. And I guess it also depends on what it is of the building, but I would opt to use plates rather than base plates.
Honestly, if I was going to be building an 8x8, sorry, a 48x48 challenge like you're doing,
Yeah.
I would purchase a load of these and a load of these
Oh yes.
to put them like this, and then use Technic pins to connect them all together.
Yeah, I have fortunately I had a whole bunch of 8x8 plates.
Which you could also use.
Yeah. Well, I used 8x8 because that's what I had. And then I also ended up buying a whole bunch of secondhand 1x4 Technic bricks.
Do you say 1x4?
Yeah.
What were the 1x4s for?
Well, you would use 1x2 Technic bricks. And because I was using one, my goodness, look at that. Because I had 8x8 plates, I used 1x4 Technic bricks.
Yeah.
And then if you can imagine either 2x2 or 2x2 corner bricks to fill in the rest of the gap.
Yeah.
And
there's loads of different combinations you can do with these mills plates, is what they're called.
Yes. Yes, and they also sell those on AliExpress and perhaps Amazon.
Yeah. But if you're strictly Lego collector only, like myself, you have to improvise.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Even though I have a whole bunch of these parts now, and there is some temptation to use them in future builds, I think there's something rather rewarding about just using Lego elements.
Yeah. Improvise, adapt, and overcome.
Yeah. I think there's something that is taken away when, for example, you can use the double-sided plates to add detail.
Yeah. I've never actually really found a use for double-sided plates. I could imagine to some people they'd be fairly useful.
Yeah, just thinking about when I first thought they were a good idea. I think I just wanted things to be easier. It wasn't necessarily that I needed them. It was just that if I had them, I could do certain things a lot more easily.
Yeah.
And I think the more rewarding way to go is figuring out how you can add certain details without those specialist parts.
Yeah, as I say, improvising.
Yeah.
But I find improvising isn't always possible.
No, that's true.
You know, because there's some brilliant mocks I've created in the past. I'm really wanted to upgrade, but I just couldn't.
What stopped you?
It didn't look right after I upgraded it. And the build wasn't detailed. And if I was to say, oh, this is an upgraded version of this, it wouldn't look the same, would it? You know?
No, I guess not.
It's like picking up a piece like this. I'm picking up a piece like this.
Yeah.
And saying this is the upgraded version of this. You know? They're two different pieces.
Yeah.
It's like my hover tank. It's had a billion different designs in the past. But I think I'm going to stick with the one I've just built.
All right. Because when you built the original, you had certain parts available. And to redesign it, when it comes to redesigning it, if you choose to, you're most likely going to have more parts available or different parts available. So it's naturally going to look different anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the biggest collection I've ever had before.
Got no idea what these are for. I got a couple of them here.
They're quite large, aren't they? They look like rulers.
Yeah, I have no idea what these are. Oh well. And then we
Does
got
a stud
this.
fit inside?
Sorry?
Does a stud fit inside of those holes?
Oh yeah, these are. Well, the stud would. Do I have a round plate? I'm thinking maybe round plates would as well. Yeah, just about.
Just a little loose. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Quite
have no
interesting
idea.
what they're for then.
Yeah. And then we have a flesh-colored tree for some reason. A little bit dirty, but it's
I've
an
got a
interesting
question.
choice.
Would
Yeah.
you like some 2x4 plates?
2x4 plates.
Yeah. Got too many. The drawers overflowing. Legitimately.
I wouldn't mind. What colors are they?
I've got all sorts. I've got a few hundred of grey, like dark bluish grey.
Yeah.
A few hundred of light bluish grey. And I've got a load more mixed into here in my other bulk boxes. And as you can see, this is starting to overflow.
All right. Well, I'd imagine that you'd want those only in a few specific colors.
Yeah. Colors like I'm not going to take all the pieces, like all the different colors, because I enjoy collecting, you know. I'd happily give away the colors I want so that I could collect even more.
Okay, Tristan's got to go. Thank you very much, Tristan, for joining in.
Good to see you, Tristan.
Great hearing from you. And yes, you go get that sleep.
What I could do is make up a little mystery package for yourself, filled with Lego.
Hey.
You could do some sort of an unboxing.
That would be nice. That would be very nice. As a matter of fact, I think that would be a really good group activity.
Yeah. Since it's my suggestion, it'd be on me as well. You wouldn't have to pay a thing.
Oh well. Again, you don't have to do that. But no, I think in all honesty, you could send somebody. Well, let me gather my thoughts. Whoever takes part in this, they would obviously send somebody a box of things, and they would take care of the postage. And then everybody would open their box and see what they have. And then whatever they do with it is up to them.
Yeah, there is that.
That's just the thought that I had anyway.
Yeah. Or we could do like a UK only thing, so any content creators we know.
That would make things a lot easier for postage, I reckon.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? We could do like a UK collaboration Lego stream.
Yeah. I think Lynx has been at this one as well. Apparently these plates taste like bacon.
Yikes.
Now, if Lynx happens to be watching, I'm just joking.
Yeah. Would you prefer if the pieces were nicely sorted into little bags, or would you like it just like this?
I personally prefer it raw.
Raw?
Yeah, so unsorted.
Yeah. I don't know. Some people like different preferences.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really wouldn't mind sending you a little package. Not a little package. I'll make it a medium sized. So 5 to 6 kilos, estimate.
Okay, well, only on the condition that I do the same thing for somebody else.
That's for you to decide.
Oh, well, I've got to find somebody to send the package to. It could just be between us for the time being, or somebody else could join in.
Yeah, I mean, you could send it to Britain Bricks.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Yeah.
It would be great to involve people stateside, but that's going to cost an arm and a leg, and perhaps some balls as well.
Yeah, we need some big gold balls for that, wouldn't we?
Oh, well, I happen to have a few, but that they would be even more expensive to post.
Yeah, you'd be lacking.
Yeah, that is a shame, because there are some products that that are only available in the States that I would have liked to get, but they'd be prohibitively expensive now.
Yeah. What I am going to say about this parcel is I'm going to make all the piece amounts even.
Okay.
I'll have to put 10 of this, 5 of that, sorry, 4 of that, 6 of this, you know.
Okay. So
not
even,
just grab a handful.
Even numbers.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me ask you then, are there any particular pieces that you would be after?
Personally?
Yeah.
See, I don't know, because I don't seek for pieces unless they're needed.
Okay.
You know? It's good to see that they're there, but that's the best thing about ordering stuff like this, isn't it? Is you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, that's true.
But when you know what you're going to get, it's not much of a surprise, is it?
Yeah, it becomes more of a, I guess, being impatient for those bits to arrive, as opposed to anticipating what the selection's going to be.
Yeah. Like, I know you wanted a few of these, didn't you? Of these yellow circular tiles.
Yes, did I want them in yellow?
I'm sure you did.
Well, in one of those colors anyway.
Yellow or gold, I think you said.
Something like that.
Well, as I say, I could easily make you up a little special box for you to do a little unboxing with. Possibly put some minifigs and stuff inside.
Well, that would be really cool.
Because then you can pass them on and sell them if you chose to. You know.
Well, possibly, but that wouldn't be my main intention.
Yeah, I get that. I know what you mean. But I'm just, suggesting.
Yeah.
Suggestion with another suggestion.
Well, on the flip side, I have a whole bunch of bits that I am looking to get rid of.
Yeah.
And yeah, just I guess the idea of sending them to somebody else and seeing what they do with them, that's an interesting concept in and of itself.
I mean, half of these large plates in here I will never use.
Really?
Yeah. I will probably never use this color, possibly the lime green. But stuff like blue, the tan I may use, the black, I can give away black. Black's a common color. I've got loads of different large plates and pieces. I've got pieces I don't even know I own, which is insane.
Well, I guess that's the thing. Sometimes you think you don't need these pieces, but one day you'll have a need for one. I know I experienced that, which is why I guess I've held on to so many of these bits.
Yeah. And obviously, I'm not looking at quitting anytime soon,
Okay.
I'm probably going to be doing this for the next 15 to 20 years.
Oh, wow. 15 to 20 years.
Yeah, I really want to be the longest lasting LEGO content creator.
Well, that's quite ambitious.
Because a lot of people tend to start in their adulthood, doing it professionally. But obviously, I've already got the knowledge and obviously clearly shown the capability of doing so. It's just that length, 20 years is a long time to be doing the same thing.
Well, I guess the thing is, especially now with all the stuff that's going on in Lego, we can't really tell how long we're going to be in the hobby.
The thing is, these bulk websites are always going to be there. Our collections are always going to be the same, because it's not as if somebody's going to come over and be like, well, Lego's shut down, we need this Lego back. Since we're out of business, we need all your Lego back. You know what I mean?
Nobody's gonna confiscate all the Lego.
Yeah, just because they shut down the business.
Probably not, no.
Like, look at Brixie, I don't know if you watch Brixie, but I was watching his stream today, actually. A few hours ago, he was building the orange cat. The one that's coming out in March.
Okay, he's already got it then.
Yeah.
So he must be either he's a ambassador or he's one of these recognized media people.
Yeah, Brixie is extremely famous.
Okay.
He's got over 100,000 subscribers, I think. Let's take a look.
Good for them.
422,000. I don't know if you've heard of Brixie.
I have heard the name. I have not watched any of their videos, however.
Yeah. This guy gets a lot of views.
Yeah, so naturally they're going to get sets ahead of time.
Yeah, like he's already done a showcase of the Pikachu, the Eevee, the Charizard, the Bulbasaur.
Well, I'll let you guys know in on a little secret. If somebody is that big, I tend not to want to watch their videos.
See, videos I wouldn't watch. Because you know what I've noticed? With the Lego videos, the most simplest way to get large numbers like that is doing challenges.
Challenges?
Yeah.
Okay,
honestly, yeah.
What kind of challenges?
Like burying a Lego minifigure for 3 years and see how it turns out afterwards. Or a set.
Okay.
Like, silly challenges. They tend to get the most views.
Okay, because those are the kind of things that are targeted toward the kids, I guess.
Yeah, the experimental streams.
Yeah.
Right wording.
Yeah. I've seen the thumbnails of some of those, and they obviously do very well.
Yeah. Like Lego Timmy, he does some sort of thing, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I don't watch Timmy anymore. Me and Timmy have had a little falling out, but that's okay.
Oh dear.
Yeah. He doesn't like me, so I'm alright with that. Not everyone's gonna like me.
Hey, that's a lesson I had to learn the hard way.
Yeah, right. You lose people, you gain people, you make bad mistakes, you make good mistakes.
No, just to go off on a small tangent here. You probably heard me say a few times that I don't like using the word community because it tends to get thrown around. But if we really think about it, a community is not that everybody gets on with everybody. It's that my thought about what a community is there's a bunch of people who have a common interest, and naturally some people are popular, some people aren't so popular, some people are more liked, some people are disliked, some people have a lot of connections, some people don't have very many connections. It's a mix of things rather than this idea that it's all one monolith.
Yeah, obviously this is a group in a community, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's thousands of groups out there. They're just
Yes.
we just haven't found them yet, you know.
Well, this is one area where Never Too Old, and I'd always give him the credit. He's done a really good job of finding these people and connecting these people.
Yeah. I
Because
mean, I've found quite a few as well, to be honest.
Oh. Yeah, Alexandra mentions that Brixie stopped selling sets, got rid of his whole backlog of sets. He's only focusing on content now. So I guess he was also a seller.
Someone's telling me he's going to stop doing this soon. You know? I don't know, because he's done everything, hasn't he?
I have no idea. I haven't seen any of his stuff.
He's got 2.6 thousand videos.
That's a lot of videos.
Yeah. He does quite a lot with his Lego city, but he's done everything with his city. All he does is just change it. Like, let's just remove this tree and see if people like it. You know? Because he's practically already done everything in his city.
I hope I'm absolutely 100% wrong, but I think the bottom is going to fall out of either the hobby or the hobby in terms of YouTube.
Yeah. Obviously, Lego's getting to that sort of price where kids can't afford it.
Well, they really have changed their target audience, I think. I mean, Lego has always been on the pricey side, but I would argue that when I was a kid, it was a lot more affordable than it is now.
Yeah.
I mean, I certainly wasn't dropping hundreds on a set.
Mm-hmm. And as well as that, YouTube themselves have made a mistake. Is only people 16 or over can create content.
I don't think that's such a bad thing, to be honest.
I think it is, and it isn't. Because people under the age of... I would have set it to above the age of 10. Honestly. Because when you get 16 or over, you try and focus on education, jobs, and stuff like that. Obviously, some people are different. Like me, for instance, I dropped out of school at an extremely young age and focused on side hustling and making money my own way. Because I thought it was a better path to take. Which it is, essentially. Yeah. But I'm not going to talk about that on a YouTube stream.
Oh, no, don't do that.
No. Because I'm not going to be a bad influence on people. It's only worked for me because I've got that sort of life experience of being in that sort of situation. You know, and it's just unfortunate with my mental health and stuff like that. I'm incapable of sitting inside of a classroom. But I think I'm living a great life. But my main point to that is I feel as if 10-year-olds want to create pure content and share the passion and not able to.
You know, you actually make a very good point, and it is just one of a handful of complaints I have about Lego these days. They've always sold themselves on the idea that their product is for children, hence why they don't do war-related stuff and things like that. But doesn't it seem now that they're thinking a lot less about the kids?
Yeah, 100%. Look at all these 18 plus sets that are coming out, like the Red Bull car, for instance, the speech. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. And to your point about people under 60 not being able to put out content, I mean, yeah, there's all kinds of safety issues involved with children on social media. and that's important. That's very important too. But if the toy, if the Lego toy is for children, then wouldn't it be great to have the child's perspective?
Yeah, they should add what's called parental controls. I think everybody knows who that is, but I'm just going to say it anyway, right?
Yeah.
Have specific rules for age brackets that can come in by specific age groups. You know how they have the stream set to 18 plus?
Yeah.
You know, because I think that was set from 16 or over because there's a lot of predators online. There's a lot of bad people online. There's a lot of trolls online. You know, I get that. But this is why. This is why we have to build communities, or else we just suffer independently.
Yeah.
You know? It's like life. If anything, it's going to teach you more about life. You know, you can't live your whole life by yourself. You need people, I wouldn't say close to you, because you don't need people close. You just need to know people are there.
Yeah.
You know? And I've come to realize that in the last few months, honestly. Is that you always need people.
Well,
If you haven't got people, where are you going to be in life?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We do need people. And I guess it's also why I've taken so much issue with the term community being thrown around, because, well, long story short, there are people who think that some people shouldn't be included, shouldn't have a voice, etc.
Yeah.
Whether you're talking about kids, actual kids, or specific people. And I just don't see how you can have that and still call yourself a community, unless you're willing to accept or admit that some people just aren't part of it.
Yeah. See, what I have done is I'm in the larger community of the Lego, obviously, in brick therapy and things like that. But then I'm also in my own community that I've created. For I've got a selective amount of people that I generally get on with. Not just throwing 200 to 300 people into a community and call it a community. You know, I'm slowly building up friendships with people and then asking them to join the server if they're interested.
Yeah. Well, again, it's people with a common interest.
Yeah. I don't generally go around and put my Discord server in every single self-promotion server there is.
Well, you don't have to. I'm pretty sure if somebody wants to join, then they'll ask you.
Yeah, exactly. You know?
Yeah.
They're actually more likely to join if you ask them.
And you don't need large numbers either. I mean, it's nice to be able to brag about having large numbers. You really don't need large numbers. You just need people who want to be there.
Yeah, I mean, I do fine with the way my streams are. I don't really.
Yeah.
See, I don't care about the total view count. I care about the engaged views.
Engagement.
And the engagement is massive, right? The views isn't what pays you. People think it is. It's not the total.
No.
It's the engaged views. The watch hours.
It really frustrates me though that by default you're pretty much forced to see how many views a video got, because those are cheap statistics.
They are. Half of them are probably automated bots, to be totally honest.
Could be. Anyway, we've gone kind of off tangent here.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay. That's okay. I mean,
I was just letting some little information off my chest, but that's
no. I understand. I do that quite a lot. Well, I used to do that quite a lot. Hang on. Let's see what Alexandria says. Oh yeah, that is probably the biggest concern I would have about kids making content. And if you wanted to go even further, I'm pretty sure that it's an issue for women in general. That you probably have. I mean, obviously, I don't have any experience of that, but a woman making a stream would probably get all kinds of comments and things directed toward them, and it has nothing to do with what they're putting out.
See, we'll never be able to get rid of these predators or perverts or abusers, but we
No.
can avoid them.
Then it goes back to the idea of a community. The idea that of people have a common interest. So the people in this, in quotes, community would have guidelines for what it means to be part of it and what isn't accepted.
Yeah, that's
So
why these landscape streams are actually useful, because you won't get trolls in here as often. You might, but very, very rarely you will.
I mean, I don't know too much about that. I guess that obviously people who watch portrait mode streams would be on their mobile, so that would be a different audience to those who watch on their laptop or computer.
Yeah, my knowledge from it is these landscape streams, you won't get new people because no one watches them anymore. They watch the short streams.
Wow.
Right?
I wouldn't say nobody watches them, but
no, but
maybe not as maybe not as
these
much as
landscape streams. They come from the long form videos.
right.
It's like short streams. You get people that have viewed your shorts. You'll get more short stream views, and obviously more engagement. Yeah, you're going to get more views because you're on the top of the page.
I see. Yeah.
But as I say, in order to build up that momentum, you need to be making long form videos and shorts as a foundation.
Yeah.
It's like a base plate of a Lego build. In my case, I enjoy doing these short streams, so all I'm doing is creating shorts.
I mean, I get now that the different video formats have different purposes, and I personally like doing the long form videos a bit better because that's my background. That's the kind of videos I used to do when I was in college and university. But I do take the point that the younger generation, the newer audiences, they favor shorts and short form videos.
Yeah. Because you get dead scrollers as well, people that just scroll.
Yeah.
This is why I'm looking at going full professionalized with the way I've got things set up. Obviously, I'm still working on that because I'm going to be getting rid of these. If you want them, you can have them. I'm going to be getting rid of the orange ones as well. I'm going to be going total grey. I want to go grey instead of blue.
Well, again, I'd say one step at a time.
I'm actually looking at doing that in the next few weeks. I'm going to make this full wall across here filled with drawers.
Well, I'd say you don't have to do it all at once. Just always build up toward it.
See,
I'd say
I would want to buy them all at once because what if they're out of stock when I do look for them?
Well, that's a good point, but I'm pretty sure that there'd always be some products that would meet your requirements.
Yeah. As well as that, I've got 2 different coloured drawers. I don't think it looks extremely presentable.
Maybe not.
It looks, see, to me, viewing it in my head, obviously being conscious, it looks fine, but on camera it doesn't.
I just wanted to address this comment from Alexandria, and this is talking about dealing with the trolls and things. I just wanted to ask, is this one of the reasons you decided to become a moderator for so many people's channels?
Please don't get me started on being a moderator. I've been moderating a stream from last night 11 p.m. to about 4 in the morning.
It must have been a good stream.
Yeah, the guy got nearly 1,000 views in his stream, and half of those were trolls.
Oh, well, what kind of live stream was it?
He does trivia. He does loads of quizzes and stuff like that. He likes to watch the Super Bowl and do a little commentary on it.
Okay.
But he has NF1, which is a skin condition.
Oh.
And they rip the utter mick out of this guy.
Oh dear.
You know, he comes into my streams, he comes say hi, but he wanted to make me moderator, and I'm like, sure, I can help you out. Because it's just the way I am with everyone. You know, I'm not going to tolerate somebody being bullied because of the way they look.
It happens all the time, unfortunately.
Yeah. Which may be half your reason why you don't like the face on the camera, but that's nothing to do with me.
That's part of the reason why I am not on camera most of the time.
Yeah. But as you can see, we all like you for the way you are.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I have said, however, that if I do happen to reach 3,000 subscribers, I will do a face reveal. And then perhaps at that point, I will start having my face on screen.
Yeah. I mean, my anxiety goes through the roof when I do it.
Well, I can understand that.
You know, it's not because of what people think. It's what I think about myself.
Yeah.
I haven't got very high self-esteem. It's why I really tend to focus on making as much money and focusing on LEGO as a distraction from myself.
Yeah, I understand that.
You know, I don't go out. I do, but it's not often and be like, oh, I'm going to go and get a nice haircut, buy myself some aftershave, look and smell nice, you know. I don't really, I do it, but I don't care about it, you know, which is a bad thing. It shows that I have high levels of depression and anxiety.
It can go both ways. It can really go both ways. I mean, on the one hand, yeah, you could, or somebody, I'm not going to say you, but somebody could stop taking care of themselves entirely, and nothing good can come from that. But on the flip side, you have people who take themselves way too seriously, and these are the kinds of people who have hundreds and thousands of pictures of themselves.
Yeah.
Basically, everything is about how they look.
Yeah, where they're literally obsessed.
Okay.
People that bring their essential kit with them everywhere they go.
Well, there's nothing wrong with looking after your physical appearance. It's just when it becomes overly obsessive.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't mean in general. I mean when it's obsessive.
Yeah.
Like if you're in a restaurant, you know, you bring your makeup and your comb with you, you start brushing your hair and stuff. You know, that's a bit fine because obviously you want to look nice for dinner. But if you're out shopping and start doing it, it's a bit strange, isn't it?
I personally never got the idea of people getting all dressed up to go shopping. But that's just me.
My mum used to do it when I was younger. She used to spend at least 6 to 7, well, I'm not going to say that, 7 to 8 hours getting ready, doing that to spend a few hours doing her makeup, you know. And I'm like, you're not going on a date. You're going shopping, you know.
Yeah, I have no idea, but that's apparently a thing.
Yeah. Like, you would think she was ready to go on a TV show. I'm not even kidding. You would think she's ready to go on a TV show.
Yeah, I completely understand. That may actually be part of it, though. Some of these people who get all dressed up just to go shopping, they may actually be looking to be discovered somehow.
Yeah.
That's the only logical conclusion I can come to.
I mean, I think my mum's scenario was she was looking for people, but you know, she was lonely because the stock will bring in.
Well,
I'm not going to get into that in a Lego stream. We should
no,
talk about what you're doing.
But yes, again, I wanted to come back to what Andrea was saying. So, not Andrea, Alexandria, close enough. I said earlier that in a community, it's people with a common interest, and they should define what's acceptable and what isn't acceptable. If you have a stream or a forum where people are allowed to insult each other, for example, then that speaks volumes about that particular community, that they're essentially saying that they allow this to happen, that it's considered acceptable.
Yeah.
So it is important to have people. It's important to be able to define what this group of people finds acceptable and what they don't find acceptable.
Yeah. As well as I find the larger communities are harder to control.
They can be.
I mean, the controlling as me being the owner and them being a member, like in a Discord server, because I'm in a few Discord servers where they're big, large communities, and they just seem to do whatever they want, whether it's allowed or not. Because there's so many people.
Well, yeah.
They don't know they're doing. The owner can't see them doing it.
Well, the real test is what happens if things like that happen, and they get reported, or somebody reports these things happening even, and you have people who are obviously violating those rules. If somebody then goes and reports it to the people in charge, then something should be done about it. But oftentimes nothing gets done about it because, well, they like the person who's doing these things a lot more, for example, or they actually agree with what that person's doing.
Yeah.
So that speaks volumes about what this group of people is actually about, if I'm making any sense whatsoever.
No, you are making sense. Yeah. I find it's easier to picture it as you're speaking rather than embracing the information.
So what do you say?
I think it's easier to picture it into my head as you're talking.
Oh, I see.
Rather than embracing the information and then have a judgment afterwards.
Okay.
That's just the type of learner I am.
That's okay. That is perfectly fine.
But yeah, you're sorted. You've done well with that.
Yeah, I've gone through a few bags. I've gone through more bags than I expected. And this is going to be the last one for now, because there is a lot more I can do with this. And we've been here for about almost 2.5 hours now.
Let's see. Yeah, 2 hours and 24 minutes.
Yeah, but I'm going to say that I've enjoyed this. Maybe not so much the viewers, but I've enjoyed doing this.
No, we've enjoyed the viewers. Tristan came in. Alexandria came in.
Yeah.
Never Too Old for Bricks came in.
Yes, he did.
Obviously, people that dislike me are not going to show up. That's an obvious, but that's okay.
Well, we can't do anything about those people.
No, but you know what? They can do whatever they like. I'm happy with it. As long as they don't bother me, as long as they don't interfere with what I'm doing, I'm happy.
Right. Alexandria says cyberbullying is real. It is very, very real indeed. The big thing is, though, what do we do about it when and if we see it happening?
What if someone's being cyberbullied and they didn't know they were being cyberbullied?
If they didn't know they were being cyberbullied.
Yeah, because some people are naive like that, for where they don't know it's happening, but it's happening.
That's a very good question. I mean, I would think that eventually they would know that it's happening, or at least they would know that something is inherently wrong
You
with
know,
the situation.
it's like how children get exploited to a lot of things that they shouldn't.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I think at some point they would realize that something's wrong or something isn't quite right.
Yeah, because I've been doing a course on it, just for something that this residential care company is actually helping me with for once in their life. They're giving me 33 courses, the same training they get, essentially.
Yeah.
To try and help me out once I leave, so I've got something that I can say I've actually done. And they're official ones as well. They're not like, oh, we're just going to give you this to see if you know the information. You get legitimate qualifications out of it.
Okay.
Which is part of the reason why I'm wanting to not stream until March 2nd, because I would like to focus on those courses.
I think you should.
You know, because it might even get to the point I might actually get into this line of work eventually. But if I do or not, it's a different question. But at least it's always on the table as a plan B if my business doesn't work out.
Yeah. Well, whichever direction you go in, I hope it's. I certainly hope it works out for you.
Yeah. Because honestly, I've driven way after the last couple of weeks of detailing cars and things like that. I've been doing a few other things to earn a bit more money. But I may get back to it. Obviously, it's too cold currently to be doing that stuff, so...
Yeah, too cold and too wet.
See, the wet isn't an issue, it's the cold.
If you have both, then that's a huge problem.
Yeah, having both is a huge problem, yeah. Because as soon as you put the shampoo and conditioner on the car, it's just going to rinse straight off. Okay, my phone is on 10%.
All right.
I think it's because of overheating. It overheats every time I go on a stream, and it dies like crazy.
Well, I think we have reached that time. And I've managed to make 6 of these Ziploc bags of GoBricks parts. There are a few more bags to go through. Maybe some other time we'll go through them.
Yeah. I think I've beaten a record in a sorting stream. I've actually sorted 5 pieces.
5 pieces?
Yeah, I'm just taking the mic.
Well, you got plenty more to do there, sir.
No, I meant because I like talking. You know.
But no, seriously, I think this has been a good one, and I think it's a good sign that I go as much longer than I expected.
That's good sometimes, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say so.
Especially in a collaboration stream, because it shows appreciation of the other person.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Unintentionally as well, because I don't think you unintentionally wanted to go live 2 hours and 30 minutes.
That was not my intention. But I will say that having a guest on here, having a collaborator on here definitely helped that.
Yeah.
All right. So all that's left to say is thank you to everybody who joined in, whether you were listening or chatting in the comment section. I appreciate it, and I'm sure Owen does too.
Yeah, massive.
And I also want to thank Owen for joining me on this stream. I believe he's helped make it a lot better than it could have been. So anything you want to say to the audience, Owen?
Enjoy your evening. Enjoy the rest of your week. And have a good one. Don't get up to anything I wouldn't do. But yeah, I think that's about it.
All right. Thank you very much once again, Owen. And to everybody else, this has been Silent Mode, maker, artist, and LEGO enthusiast. As always, encouraging you all to do your thing. Have a great night.